for Diminatorative. I'm picking up on the stream that we missed off on last time. It's a drawing stream. Yeah, that was meant to be on Thursday, but your boy missed it. So, gonna pop a ped tablet, critter, yada yada yada. Give me a sec. There's the wrong camera. Hold on. There's also the wrong camera. There we go. Alright. There's so much random shit. I can't lie. I might grab some pictures of like just some comic art to just see how I can improve my Gendo thing. Real quick. Because maybe I don't need to do what this crap either. I can like just fill it in with black. Oh, there we go. Part of me wants to kind of finish off the way I've been doing it already, but then the other part of me wants to like make it extra sexy, so yeah. Like this would be fine, just as like a head. But when you look down it just gets worse. So give me like 5 seconds. I'm just watching some people bully each other. Oh, bless him. These fucking loser nerds with their like happy marriage and relationships are pissing me off. You don't even know I'm watching. You don't. I'm not showing it at all. Because then I won't get views. But my goodness, I already don't get views to be fair. Rumble would be comfortable with it, but maybe not YouTube. I'm really just like going through random stuff in my photos. This guy's such a girlfriend on my days. This guy's so funny. Oh goodness. I'm watching this guy called Textone. He's Asmongold's ex-girlfriend. Asmongold's Frogan. What the fuck is going on? Where the fuck is lying? Where is this? What? What's going on? Okay, I'm changing this color because it's not working. I'm gonna grab light. I don't know. What card? What color are you gonna go for? Terrible color. Terrible color. Shemali. Oh. Yo, what's up, Diamond? Yes, you are the first person to watch the live stream. Oh. I'm just drawing today. I was meant to draw on Friday. Sorry, Thursday. But I missed it, so. How you doing, Diamond? You good? I'm glad I get this thing black. Oh, it looks so much more bearable. And then I can go over it with some lighter colours. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like it's a bit of a boring stream though, that's the problem. All I'm doing is filling in lines at the moment. Because Critter's fill-in is kind of dog water. Let me just test something real quick. I just quickly grab this, grab that, and just fill in all of this in a darker black. Will it all hopefully become that black? It's very helpful. I mean, the lines are a lot darker now. That's nice. Okay, grab that lower layer. Oh, wrong thing. It did not work. It didn't work. I thought that maybe that extra stuff. Have a good one. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna put my Prismari and my Pokemon. Oh shit, which one's great? Ascended Heroes? Die off real quick. I like them. God, I really like this die. I'll be honest. I hope to get to pre-release for Reality Fracture to just get more of them. It's Prismari, and I don't care about Prismari. I don't care for Prismari at all, but I still think it's a really nice die. Hopefully, Reality Fracture has some cool ass ones as well. Although it's not going to be separated by schools, unfortunately, to my knowledge. We live in a society. That Joker movie too sucked. I remember watching it, hoping for more. Oh my god, there's so many of these fucking lines to do, man. Oh. I'm hearing more about Lindsay Lohan right now. I'm listening to some videos real quick, and oh my days. Apparently she chased down one of her children to kill it. That's fucking insane. Imagine chasing down your fucking kid kill him. And there are people online who are like, oh yeah, no, she's a good person. Or, oh yeah, the husband's at fault. Fucking hell. Pleading insanity, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully she stays in that asylum forever. Never gets to breed again, never gets to breathe human air. Shit, I want her to get the Matrix treatment. Stuck in a tube. God. I wish it didn't have ears sometimes. I can't lie. Because I hear the dummiest shit. Okay. Someone's mentioning something about women's intuition on that. I feel like women's intuition is such a, like, it's a scam. It's a lie. Oh, goodness. Can't believe I was questioning why those lines weren't disappearing. Sorry, were disappearing. Alright, we got the black lines done. It's all pitch black. I need to wait, what is... that should be the arm, yeah. Feels weird. Feels like I fucked that one up. It's a bit boring when it's just black, isn't it? I probably won't be colouring in the skin because I've got the beige paper. So that's going to be great. But I'll try and do the rest. Quick fill in. That's the right thing. Okay, cool. So that's all done now. Yeah, we've got all of it ready. All of it ready to go. So I can just... I'll probably grab this splodge here. On God. And I will move it to like a... I don't know what colour I want. Do I want this to have like a warm tone? I feel like I want a cool tone since we're, you know, blue hair and all that. So let's just grab that, fill in. That's way too strong. Hold on. Wait, what was I going for with this? Was it just meant to be that it was filled in with like weird shit? Hold on, my brain's not working now. What did I want to happen in the inside? Because like looking at everything else, it's not like the insides are all like there's like a shirt layer, there's this layer, there's that layer. Like shouldn't he just be wearing a normal sleeve underneath and then this Because for this guy, he's clearly like lifted it up. It's specifically designed to be like folded in and of itself. It's not designed to be a big fold. I'm not actually sure about this. Honestly, I might have to redo this whole thing. If I just grab it again real quick. Like, I for sure know that we can just grab that black from earlier. Grab a bit of fucking this. Bada bing, bada boom. That can all, like, basically one side can just get turned into hold on. Just can't talk while I'm drawing always. But you know, this layer, just this area needs to get turned into normal shebang. Everything on the side isn't going to be visible because it's layers and all that. Thank God for layers, bro. Thank God. And obviously it's inside of the sleeve, so it's not going to be like visible or something. But any like deeper than that, I have no idea what colors it's going to be. If I just grab this, I just want to grab this little middle bit here, and I want to make it more of a just a random grey. To be honest, I don't think all the other extra color is worth it. So we've got that. Then for the actual outfit, I'm thinking because most of it's not going to be just full on black. So taking inspo from Ultimate Spider-Man, The Flash, and this bleach art piece, I feel like I'm gonna go for one like something more like this color. And notice how it's like a slightly orange one too. So maybe that's what I need to go for. Do we go slightly orange or do we go slightly blue? That's the question. I'm thinking we go slightly blue. So about there should be good. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just fill it in that color. Alright, we made a mistake. We made a mistake there. Let's go back. Grab the actual color. So these are the two colors we're currently working with. So the highlights are going to be this sort of like slightly bluer color. The darks are going to be just straight up black, and so on and so forth. I'll just grab this because it's the straight up black I was mentioning before. Shoes wise, it's going to be white or something. I'm not quite this white, I'd say. I mean, they're shoes. They're going to be a little bit more grey than that. Well, to be fair, actually, he is a Shinigami, so a Shinigami. Sorry, he is a like ninja Tsutsuki. He's going to put a lot less pressure. I mean, it's going to be working. I don't know. I'll just grab another layer. Hi, Thea. Sorry, I just hear my dog walking towards me. Hello. Not so. Yummy. Oh. Do some circles. Oh my goodness. Can we come a little bit closer? And oh, there we go. I'm an idiot. I just realised I haven't been streaming the actual video this whole time. It's a bit frustrating. See it coming. I think I'm just going to play out the full hour for the stream and then I'm going to dip. But what do we have to do? While Fifi's on me, let me just give a quick peek around. I might actually, you fucking know what? I'm just going to grab, on God, real quick. Just going to take that. Because I feel like I'm just using the wrong colours. That is not what I wanted to do. Bam. And then we take that, grab some of this, we grab the color we just put down, and then bam. Fits more into the outfit, at least for now. At least for now. You can leave the other bit as it is, just because it's meant to be dark. It looks a lot nicer here, I can't lie. And maybe for here we can continue. I might want to grab that and just put it there as well. I think one thing I'm lacking is just solid bits of black, you know? Sorry, my mum isn't here at the moment, so, and no one else, so Fee's just a bit attached. I like my hatching. The problem with digital though is that I really struggle with hatching. Hatching just becomes so much harder. The thing I will say right now is that I'm trying to pick up a copy of V Jump October. It's being a bit of a struggle because no one's got it in stock. It's really frustrating. No one I know has it in stock. I want a copy of it because I want the Gurren Lagann Simone the Digger. I want a master. I really want a master set it. But those are my plans for the future. I think I might be cooked for the rest of the stream. We're just gonna be chilling out while I look for stuff. My dog's taken over my life. Ah well, it was nothing without her anyway, so who cares? But yeah, we'll keep that as black, grey, whatever. I already have everything planned out when it comes to like actually adding to it, so that's good. I think I've also got another version of it, yeah, where I've gone over for where the light spots are. I really do think that for some of these back areas, I'm just gonna grab some proper cross hatching. Like I'm gonna go. You know how they're doing it here, where it's just like a bunch of lines. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's just so hard. Like it's actually frustrating to cross hatch on digital. It just becomes frustrating too quickly. But yeah. I'll just use the paper as like the background, like the tones, and then for the highlights, I can just try and use stuff for like skin color and all that. I would love to see these like pieces in other ways. I am curious why are these two separate kinds of fabric? Like the outer fabric is more plasticky. I don't know what the best way to describe it would be. And then the bottom one is. I'm not sure what's going on there. Actually, that's kind of confusing. I thought this every time I've seen this, to be fair, but it's like it's another layer. Oh goodness, come here. Sometimes I think I just need I need a chill stream or two. Today's been weird. No one was at home when I came back, so sorry when I woke up. I woke up quite late. I keep going to bed and waking up really late, so I think I'm just gonna start trying to move my bedtime a couple minutes, like an hour or so earlier. I don't like waking up late. But yeah, I woke up around like 10ish, 10 a.m. First hour and a half basically flashed me by because I needed to buy something and I could not be bothered. I did not want to go out and buy myself toothpaste because we were out of toothpaste, but no one bought any before they left. So they took the last bit of toothpaste with them when they went out, and like I have none, so I just kept putting off while just doing anything else. Played a bit of Pokemon Go, Breach Brave Soul, Bleach Brave Souls. I need to pick up FGO actually today. Just some random mobile games. The worst thing is, if that toothpaste hadn't had that problem, I was like already setting my morning was set up to be an incredibly productive morning, and then I just got like bum fucked before anything could set off. I legit got out of bed as soon as I woke up, which for me, not a common thing. I really struggle with my mornings, so it's quite frustrating that I just got cock blocked in such a basic way. But it's like when you're moving really fast. It might not seem fast, but for me, it feels like I've just started running up to use my air glider for the first time, and then while I was running, I tripped over a rock, let go of my glider, and I just fell over. You know, I legit I lost the glider in a certain sense of the word. Everything went slower than I had like other things I needed to do. I went, I ate, went around, did stuff. I checked for my messages. Had to take this baby girl out on a walk. Oh, tired her out. Hour or two before stream. It's just that today's time slipped out of my hands after that happened. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for getting out so fast, for getting ready to go. How frustrating. But yeah, I'm gonna try and look into reality fracture when that's coming around. I need to contact someone in where I'm going to be living during that time because I'm not going to be here for a solid bit of time. What else do I need to do? gonna need to start working on this magic testing thing. I found out recently that you can test it differently in Moxfield, which is quite frustrating because I just realized that. So I'll start picking on that later. Just chill with her. You know, we aren't. Yeah, we're just not streaming for the rest of it. We're not. Sorry, we're not drawing for the rest of this. So final peek at how it's gone. I basically just added the color layer, colored extra bits in, and I did nothing else. It still took me like a solid half an hour, maybe, yeah, about that to do that, just because stuff like that takes time. Yeah. Just a border of black. Oh my god, my stream is so daft. But it is what it is. Save my drawing and just move off of that. I plan to do some D&D later. That's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna mention anything on here because who knows if someone eventually finds my shit. You also Rayflo. We're just chilling here for a bit. How you doing? Something new happened in Rick and Morty. I swear I'm seeing a bunch of like Rick and Morty videos popping up here and there. On a somewhat separate note, I keep on finding myself yapping with people about Spider-Man Brand New Day. I really enjoyed watching it, but the more I thought about it, the worse it got. And then I don't know. It's still like one of the top ones in the past few years for me, since I guess Bullet Train. By ones, I mean one of the best movies I've seen for a while. Definitely makes you feel good in the moment. Oh, sorry for touching you. But it just kind of falls off. It suffers from the same way. Like, there are just key writing things that I personally would have changed, but then there's also just general errors in the way they wrote it. I definitely have to say Jean Grave is probably one of like the top ones for me. Just general issue there. I had a big ass yap with some people I've been chatting with about it. God, it was deadly. It was deadly. It feels like, you know, when you're talking to someone and they just don't get it. Just don't get it. No matter how much you talk to them. Somewhat frustrating. Let me bring up what did I say? Oh yeah. I was talking about how it's two separate movies. First half of the movie is Spider-Man. He's brought down crime by, what was it, 80%? It's like, you know, it's now down to 20% or something, or something ridiculous like that. He's got his sadness about the sacrifice. Obviously, he fucking sacrificed his life and all that. But it has been 3 years. So it's that. Like, it's not like it's been a short amount of time. It's been free. That is the time I've been in uni for. I'm a complete different person to I was. My relationships, my thoughts, my feelings towards those things are completely different now. And you've got this antagonist running about, mind swapping people, I guess switching between people's minds, looking for some weapon sounding shit while killing people, sexually assaults Peter. This villain also destroys lots of public property. Although that's not that deep, to be fair, when it comes to Spider-Man, but more so in that idea of destroying like governmental properties and or that sort of like prison breaking and all that jazz. You got Scorpion out of jail and such. Could have got more, more supervillains, more villains out, which is quite worrying. Just straight up sexually assaults Peter. Then you have the second half of the movie, which is just a different story. There's this poor girl, Jean. Her sister's been abducted by these evil private organization. I'm actually not sure what they are. I can't remember anymore. But this group have abducted her sister, and that's why it's okay that she murdered a bunch of people. Well, they don't ever say that's why it's okay that she murdered a bunch of people, but given that it's in the same movie, you'd assume it's them giving a reason and giving like it's fine she did it because she had a reason. And like the rest of the story becomes kind of generic. You have that like I am Peter Parker and I am Spider-Man moment, which I think should have been saved for the end of an arc rather than the first movie of a, this is essentially a new arc. And then the whole sacrifice thing that was tormenting him at the start, he gets rid of, and it's now it has no purpose because he's now friends with them again, and they know MJ knows who he is in all fronts, and he meets Ned, and Ned learns his name, something along those lines. It's so daft. You have them pretending that he's struggling with it in the second half of the movie, but in the first half of the movie, they already cemented that he's like really fucking good at what he's doing. But on another note, on a way to like that would have been she's such a baby. On another way, I just want to end my stream off by yapping on about this for a second. But on like another note, the way that they did the movie was kind of shit. Like I feel like they fumbled the ball with it a little bit. My thought process here is basically, I think that this is going to be a really good way to set up a Venom arc. Not like dive directly into Venom. This shouldn't have been this movie should have not included Venom at all. But with like his mutation, with this, with that, it's like the perfect setup to a Venom arc. Genuinely, you start like the isolation, self-doubt, the fact that he's mutating, the fact that he's changing, the fact that he's already exhibiting signs of emotional change and strength and this and that. It's a perfect way to have the next movie have been like all about how he's now completely isolated. He's his shoots start to changing. He doesn't even notice it because he's already fucked out of his mind. He's already cooked. He's already fucked up. Maybe he does get a bit more aggressive, but you can attribute that to the mutation, to this, to that. And Venom is basically not in the movie, other than maybe his outfit's changed. And then you come around to the second movie, and here at the movie is now using Venom. Venom is the storytelling like the storytelling device that he should be. It's like Venom is actually like blowing up in Peter's face effectively, or alternatively is like somehow becoming an error. Shit, this could be an episode where this could be a movie where he's actually fighting another version of Venom with Eddie Brock, or he's making Carnage. He's making Scourge. He's making whatever, some of the variants of Venom, even if those should probably show up a little bit later. Then the movie should have ended with that climactic, I am Peter Parker, I am Spider-Man scene. That should have happened at the end of a Venom arc movie, and it should have been I am Peter Parker, I am Spider-Man, act like it, and he like fucking rips off the Venom suit. That would be insanely cool. Refuse to believe otherwise. That'd be so cool if he did that. But instead of having it, Jean Grey, the one who kills a bunch of people and sexually assaults him, is let off with like a slap on the wrist. He gets shot instead, and she goes off to find some happy place, which is very clearly her going to Xavier's school for mutants. Fucking beauties. It would have been so much better if instead they killed Jean in his arms. Yes, he can sense danger. I know. So they'd have to think of a really good way to do it. Either have it be that the Punisher fires a warning shot, causing them to like separate for a moment or something, and then fires a second shot that goes through her skull, or something like that. Like that's how they kill Jean, and Jean comes back through multiverse. She can still come back through multiversal shenanigans. I just thought of a really good way, which is just have it be wherever the X-Men universe that Doom is destroying, or that they're killing another Spider-Man on. Just have that verse have a Krakoa and have them find Jean as they go to that verse and bring her back to life. Gigabrain. And there are tons of moments in the comics where even on Krakoa, or even in any moment, Jean has problems. They could just have it so that her body wasn't like recoverable. They can have it so that Jean is actually an enemy now. If you don't know, Jean has a version of her, a clone of her, who's in hell. So it could always be that this one is the real one and that the clone is gone, or the reverse. This is a clone, and they're like, damn, let's bring her back to life. Now Cyclops and Wolverine don't have to be weird around each other anymore. Both of them can get a gene. Both of them can get a gene. But nonetheless, more so on Spider-Man, the movie would end with her getting shot and him now being completely isolated. Alternatively, they could have ended it with him getting shot and then have it go down the route of him cocooning himself and meeting the spider god totem, his spider side, you know, if you know that comic. But that I feel like would be better for somewhere in like the Venom side of things. That might be a better timing. I'm not too certain. I don't write movies, although I kind of want to when I describe it this way. But yeah, it just sacrifices a key core of masculine characters, and Spider-Man, surprisingly enough, is a very masculine character. So when you take that away from it, you kind of lose stuff. You lose out on him. But yeah. I need to make sure that like I want to go back in my fanfics and I want to make them more masculine because they feel too childish, which sometimes does lead to them feeling a bit effeminate, or to just be a bit dumb, just kind of like, you know, random bullshit go. Anywho, I think yeah we've reached an hour. I'm gonna stay around for a second more, just chilling. Yeah, sorry we didn't do anything too crazy in this one. Just a bit of coloring and then that's it. But some days we're gonna have sometimes there's just gonna be chill streams. It's gonna just gonna be whatever streams. Can't have all of my streams be great, you know. No, it's just a bit low on energy. I'm probably gonna go downstairs, take a bite to grab a bite, grab a bite to eat. There we go. Text up a friend. He's doing like a D&D thing. I'm gonna try and become like an Owlin or some equivalent because he's doing Pathfinder, so it's not really D&D. Although apparently I've been told D&D Pathfinder is like more D&D than D&D. But anywho, I'm gonna. Yeah, I would have loved an arc. They should have done an arc, man. They really should have. That would have been such a cool arc to do. Also, fuck Zendaya. I'll be completely honest here, and I'd love to meet Tom Holland. You know, I don't hate Zendaya as a person. I also like Tom Holland as a person. They seem both quite nice, and I bet I'd have a great time if I was friends with Tom Holland. I don't know if he'd had a great time, but I know I would. Zendaya, I don't really know her personality to be honest, because I don't really get involved with. I just haven't got involved with her as a celebrity. I haven't seen much of her content. I mean more so like Zendaya's MJ. That's probably a better way to describe it rather than shitting on a person. I just feel like Zendaya's MJ is just kind of mid. I know that's not like a unique idea at all, but it got to the point where I was watching the movie and I was thinking to myself, like halfway through, that I want Peter to shack up with Jean more than MJ. Like I want him to be with Jean, the girl who sexually assaulted and killed a bunch of people in front of him. Felt during that second half of the movie more like a good romantic interest. Although I will say, while I was watching it, it didn't really feel like it because it felt like two separate parts of the movie. It didn't feel like Jean was the same character as that antagonist who killed a bunch of people. But that's your normal, you know, modern day moral grey character bullshit. So, but still, Peter X Jean, you know. Oh goodness. But yeah, all right, we're at like an hour and 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it here for today. I'm gonna dip out. So yeah, next stream is probably gonna be DMC. Might try and do some Devil May Cry. I don't know if I'm going to be free tonight at a normal time. I should be, but I don't. I do not know. But yeah, I've got at the moment DMC is like kind of top of my list. Maybe I can check out Dark Trip again if anyone wants me to play through that one again. If you want to see the rest of Dark Trip, which is a new game that's actually coming out soon. It's actually quite fun. It's this horror, drug, psychosis, escape room thing, which, excluding my words, does seem kind of fun. I will say though, I'm not sure what it's going to be valued at. If it's got a lot of content, I can see it being like £20, but at the same time, I can't see myself ever spending that money. I'm also not into horror or that sort of. I've never really played that genre of game, so do take my words with a grain of salt. But nonetheless, perhaps tomorrow is Devil May Cry. That's it. I stream every day at 3 p.m. Or at least I try to. If I'm at work, that'll probably get pushed to 5 or 6 p.m. And yeah, have a great evening, great morning, great night, great afternoon, whatever it is for you. I hope you enjoyed looking at my dog today. I know she looks like a bit of a shagger, but as in she's very shaggy, much like myself. You can tell the resemblance, can't you? I'm gonna dip now. Have a great time. Ta-ta. Oh yeah, if you want to see any Magic the Gathering stuff, got a few videos on that as well. So if you want me to just like playtest a few decks next time instead, I can always do that. I usually do like videos on stuff. I'm probably going to continue my Magic the Gathering full story of it next Magic the Gathering stream, which should be on Wednesday. So anyway, if I get into Reality Fracture, I will tell. Ta-ta. Have a good one.